11 games of hoops on a Sunday night. Charlotte gets another really nice win behind LaMelo's 37 points on 10 threes. The Nuggets end up losing to a Steph-less, Greenless, everybody-less Warriors. And Deni Avdija is still in pain with his back. This is the Daily Basketball Recap. My name is Levi Jacob.
My name is Dov Nedvietsky.
And welcome to today's show. We're going to start off with Game of the Night, which wasn't mentioned. The Thunder were really close until the end there.
Mhm.
Not many people playing for this team right now in terms of their star power. They didn't have J-Dub, didn't have SGA, didn't have AJ Mitchell, no Caruso. No problem, apparently, against the 5-win Cleveland Cavaliers. They really, from the get-go, were aggressive on defense. It was really incredible. Isaiah Joe, continuing his very, very impressive three-point shooting. 22 points, 6 of 11 from the field. 5 steals, career high for him. Kayson Wallace, 24 and 10, 3 steals. Chet Holmgren put up a 17, 15, and 4 with 3 blocks. Isaiah Hartenstein played for them with a 13 and 7. Everybody was contributing. It was kind of incredible to see. Also, Jalen Williams, the center, Jalen Williams, 3 of 5 from 3-point range.
Jay Wilt.
Everybody was just on fire.
Yeah. I don't like Chet's leg warmer things. I think they look goofy and weird, and I don't know why he's wearing them. Like, wear full-length leg stuff. Don't wear, like, he's like wearing capris. I don't like them.
I feel like it's for his calves, but I don't really know what it is either.
So wear full length stuff and then have the same color going. Like, he's already a goofy looking guy. He's already like white guy trying to be black guy, too tall, kind of looks like like Donkey from Shrek, like a little bit. Like, don't wear that. Don't wear that. All right, that was my
That was your contribution. That's fine.
No, I do some more things to say.
No, we'll get into it. I want to recap the Cavs as well.
Yeah.
On the other side of the ball, Donovan Mitchell had 27 and 5 with 2 steals in the beginning. Literally nothing was going for this Cavs team. They had to sub Harden out. Sorry, I think they subbed Donovan Mitchell out. Then he came back in and he was like looking for like floaters, and the Thunder were like, okay, take floaters. Like, he really had to work for those points. You could tell definitely at certain times that they're still working on their offensive sets. They're still like for the
Which makes sense.
improvising. The improvising they're doing currently is pretty impressive, but you can't do that against the Thunder.
A team like the Thunder, yeah.
Yeah. James Harden had 25 and 9. He, before this, had not passed, I think, 10 shots in a game for this Cavs team because he's just been able to pass and get away with that. But 5 turnovers for this game for him. They had like 10 turnovers in the first quarter. It was really incredible. The Thunder were really turning the ball over pretty aggressively.
It's a lot of turnovers for one team.
Evan Mobley, 15-2-1-1. So that means he's not the 18-8 guy that everyone says that he is. No, I'm really expecting more from him, and I want more from him because this is not I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed so far.
What I like about Evan Mobley not being who he is it means that Scottie is like the second best guy in that draft class, which makes me feel good.
We talked about this with Shlomo yesterday. My question for you is there really an argument made that Evan Mobley right now at this point in his career, is he better than Scottie Barnes?
No.
I don't think so.
To be honest, in terms of that draft class, like, I'd like to argue that Scottie's better than Cade. I know I don't really have anything to argue for that, but I'd like to argue it. Granted, the Raptors did win last night without Scottie.
Well, we're gonna get
this also has nothing to do with this game. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to give a shout out to Scottie, even though he didn't play.
But that being said, I do think there's an offensive regression that has happened with Evan Mobley that I'm not impressed by, and it makes me a little bit sad to see because there needs to be more from him. Jarrett Allen, though, has still been pretty aggressive, 11 and 13, 2 assists for him, 4 of 6 shooting. Those were all basically just Harden getting him in the paint. Sam Merrill is
white,
very, and coincidentally, very good at shooting.
Some people say there's no correlation. Like a white person.
Some people say there's no correlation. There's a lot of correlation there apparently with Sam Merrill. 6 of 10. He's been unconscious from the 3-point line this year. Like, you can catch him. He's sleeping. He's just sleeping out there. The guy I really wanted to key in on for this game. By the way, Jalen Tyson also giving good minutes, and it's good energy. Even though they lost, it was good energy out there for the Cavs tonight. The guy I really want to focus on is Keon Ellis. Now that he is getting more minutes for a good team, I'm very impressed by what I'm seeing for him. His 3-and-D ability is really genuinely so elite, and I really encourage anybody who's a basketball nerd or a sicko or whatever you want to call it these days, go watch his minutes. He's incredible.
Basketballs.
Finishing thoughts for this game, Dove.
Finishing thoughts for this game. I think that Isaiah Hartenstein should go into the corners and just float her from there. I think Isaiah Hartenstein should go to the top of the three-point line and just float her from there. I think Isaiah Hartenstein should float her from half court. I don't know that he has a jump shot. What I do know is that he has a floater, and I like seeing him use it. Those are
Okay,
my
thank you.
finishing thoughts.
Next, the Hawks scored 115 versus the Nets 104. Jalen Johnson, another 26-point game, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. 11 of 22, like, maybe people would like to call him an empty stats bad team guy that played against the Nets, so there's not much to extrapolate on from this game as far as their actual performance. He's good. He's very good. Nikhil Alexander-Walker put up a 17-point game. McCollum contributed 16. Okongwu put up a 13 and 11. 2 blocks, very nice from him, 5 of 7 shooting. Dyson Daniels has come alive here in the second half of the season. 7, 10, 8, and 3. Closer to what he was doing last year. Still no three-pointer for Dyson Daniels.
He'll never have it
I
again.
just realized
I think his confidence is so gone. Like it's like a guy who like continuously asks out girls and gets rejected over and over and over again to the point where he's like, I will die alone, and then he can't do anything. Like he will never hit another 3-point shot. I believe it in my bones and my soul. There's no way. There's no way.
I wonder if there's a bet like that on Polymarket if he'll ever hit another 3-point shot.
Actually, I have a good poly market bet for the Nuggets Warriors game.
Jacques Landale, 17
Yeah,
points in this game. I like this
really
guy. He's
good.
fun.
He looked
Yeah.
good.
Michael Porter Jr. for the Nets had a 18, 7, and 6 on 8 of 19 shooting. We don't really need to talk much about this Nets team. The only thing I want to point out that's kind of cool is that Traore is doing a little bit better than what he was before, but this game was a pretty bad game for him overall. Like 11, 1, 5, and 2 steals with 5 turnovers on 4 of 14 shooting. The Golden State Warriors, like a
Yes,
headline straight out of 2016, beat the Denver Nuggets 128 to 117.
pods for
No,
MVP. Pods
no
should get
Steph,
MVP votes. He
no
should.
Steph. This is making it a lot more difficult to intro these games. No Steph, no Butler, because he's, not around anymore. No Seth Curry. No Porzingis.
Was Dell playing?
No, not even commentating. And no Draymond Green. And guess what?
That probably made them better.
They beat the Denver Nuggets. Jokic put up 35, 20, and 12 with 3 steals, 2 blocks, 36 minutes. 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 11 of 21 from the field goal. 3 of 4 from 3. He's shooting a really high 3-point percentage this year still. He's really been incredible.
I think he's good at basketball.
Yes, that's a good observation. Thank you for that. Jamal Murray had 21, 9 of 17. Christian Brown, 8,
Christian Brown
5,
was
2, and
great.
2. He
Mostly
is great.
because Jokic is like a passing god, and he just cuts really well and runs to the basket hard, and Jokic is just going to find you if you do that. But, like, while I was watching the game, I was like, yeah, okay, they lost. But, like, Brown's healthy. If Aaron Gordon can be kind of healthy, if Peyton Watson is, like, usable in the playoffs, like, I don't think these games matter to them. I think they just need to get healthy.
I think you're right. I think these games don't matter to them. However, what I will say is if they are playing like this and they get beat by the Warriors, it's
Yeah.
a bit
Listen,
concerning.
Could anyone have beaten Brandon Podziemski in that fourth quarter? No. You put 72 and 10 Bulls on that. He's going to beat them. You put the Dream Team. Like, that guy's going to beat anyone in that fourth quarter that run you went on. So, like, I'm not looking too far into it, you know? Yeah, just getting him out of the locker room. I do have another thing that I wanted to bring up about this game. Those of us who have watched basketball and watch Jokic know that at any amount of time, there's any number of scratches on his arms up and down, like huge, long, short. And I really think Poly Market should get in, like, where are the scratches, how many scratches is going to have, is he going to get scratched tonight? I think that's really lucrative and really fun for betting on basketball because there's no way to know. I would like to get in on that. If Polymarket's listening to this podcast, we'd love to be sponsored and get in on a deal like that. Polymarket, bet responsibly. If you're over 21 or over in many states, it's legal.
So the Raptors Next, Raptors beat the Bucks 122-94.
Hashtag
Emmanuel
blowout.
Quickly, 32 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists. He's really showed up.
Is he Tyrese Maxey? No, because Tyrese Maxey had a crazy dunk, and I don't think IQ can get up that high. But still, is he Tyrese Maxey?
He's looking great.
Mhm.
Brandon Ingram at 22. No, like we said in the beginning, no Scotty.
No Scotty.
But just whole team contributing. Shed looking great also.
We're very
Jakob Poeltl's back
divergent
out
tonight
there.
without Scotty. I
Jakob
wanted
Poeltl's
to
back
say,
out
I
there.
wanted to shout out Yak. It's nice to see him. It's nice to see him playing. It's just nice to see him playing. He's got a lot of hate this year, and
I mean, he's
having a positive
still doesn't look
impact.
great. I mean, he looks
he's
immobile.
but he got an offensive rebounder too. You know, yeah, they needed a big body, even though he's not the best, but they needed him back to just have the big body. Yeah.
Well, honorable mentions in this game to Ryan Rollins, 21 and 9 rebounds. He's doing great this year. Kevin Porter Jr., 21, 2 and 10 with 3 steals. But next, the Mavs beat the Pacers. We're not going to spend too much time on this game because Chris Middleton was the Mavs' high scorer. Still no Cooper Flag.
Yeah. Listen,
Pascal Siakam is great. I like him.
Chris Middleton and Clay, that's dangerous.
All
I gotta say.
In 2018, 17.
Yeah. Listen, the Pacers, this court and these jerseys should be permanent. So cool. They're so cool. I don't understand why all these NBA teams are like modern jerseys. Like, just go back to it. It looks so cool. Have your city editions be modern day jerseys.
This is also, by the way, I think before the season, someone was asking Tyrese about their jerseys, and like they had unveiled these jerseys at this point, and Tyrese was like, "That's a 10 out of 10." And then they showed him like the regular jerseys. He's like, "I don't like the circular design on our jerseys. Like, I want this. Like, just make this the regular jersey." And like, yeah, this is awesome.
It just feels like most of these 90s throwback city editions, when you do like a 90s throwback, they're sick. Like these ones are, and also on top of it, you like Pacers, you like don't really know what a Pacer is. When you saw this court and you see these jerseys, like it's a racetrack Pacer, like you get it. Like it's just cool. Like I know they've been wearing them. I know they've been wearing them this year, but like
on the flip side, I would say please stop going to the throwbacks for Dallas. I don't want any green. Enough with the green alternate jerseys for Dallas.
Let's just think that Dallas is one of the worst jerseys history teams ever. Like they have no jerseys that I like. Like nothing. They don't have any good jerseys. And it doesn't feel like the jerseys have identity either. It's just blue. Or like
no, I like the jerseys, like the ones that Dirk used to wear, like the ones with the whatever. It's like normal. It's like regular.
No, like it's fine at best.
Yeah.
They've never had a jersey that a throwback or a modern jersey where you're like, yeah, that's a cool jersey. Nothing that's cool. Everything at best is fine.
I agree. All right, next, because that game was what no one really cares. LaMelo Ball, 10 3-pointers, which is a career high for him. 10 of 15 shooting from 3, 12 of 20 from the field. This season has been I think it's his career low in his field goal. 37 points. He has not been the primary scoring option for this team as of the last few, I want to say 15 games for them. This was like an offensive clinic that they put the Wizards through. The Wizards, again, are the Wizards. There's no Trae Young. There's no even Sarr. There's no Anthony Davis.
Chris Middleton's gone.
Even Keyshawn George played 18 minutes. You know, like Trey Johnson played 19 minutes. It's not, nothing is hopeful. They played Anthony Gill, 31.
I like the last name Gill. I feel like if you're on the Wizards and you have Gill, you should play better. But I support Anthony Gill.
All right, good. Con Knipple put up 28 points, 10 of 18 shooting, 5 of 9 from 3. Brandon Miller doing his thing still. I'm just waiting for Moose. We're all waiting for Moose.
Brandon Miller's shot is so beautiful. He is
very
just
nice.
The most beautiful shot in the NBA right now. Like
he also, I feel like every single game has one of the most insane dunks I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Yeah.
He's so athletic.
Yeah,
he's incredible.
He's very good. I also want to shout out 2 more things. LaMelo Ball had 2 different color shoes on. I have never liked any of LaMelo Ball's shoes. I think they're all ugly. But if you're going to wear 2 different color shoes, I support that on the court. Yeah. And Tijon Salon, name Hall of Fame. That's all.
Also, he's just doing better this season. I'm happy for him because everybody was ragging on him.
He's playing better, but like the best name, one of the best names in NBA history. Tijon
Also,
Salon.
very happy, by the way, to see Grant Williams contributing to a winning team, which is a crazy thing to say, but it's so much fun. Celtics 111 versus Lakers 89. They just basically destroyed them in every capacity. Luka Doncic, there's been a lot of Luka Doncic conversation recently about him not following
Trade
through on
him?
his potential these days.
Trade him?
9 of
Trade
22
him?
shooting, 4 of 7 from 3-point range. LeBron James, is he getting
Promise.
older? Just kidding. Yeah. It's
Also wearing 2 different color shoes today. Just wanted to point that out.
Austin Reeves, 4 of 10 shooting. They asked Austin Reeves after the last game, inside the NBA did, do you think that this is a championship team? He put on his cocky little smile and said, no comment. I have a hard time believing that this is a championship team with DeAndre Ayton putting up 4 and 7. Jaylen Brown, however, 32, 8 and 7 with 3 steals. They asked LeBron James after the game about, or maybe it was before the game, about Jaylen Brown. And he said he's a great guy, except for that stuff, which was not, he didn't say stuff, about Bronny in Summer League. And I loved it. I thought that was great. I love that LeBron just addressed that to the media. Really fun. Derek White continuing with the bad shooting percentages, but still contributing in major ways. He's awesome. Neemias Queta really still being a starting center. I love it. Peyton Pritchard off the bench with 30 and 8. 10 of 14
Peyton Pritchard
shooting.
was stepping back from his own 3-point line, defensively, and just draining shots. Yeah,
he's really, really I don't.
When he's on, he's on, he's.
But in my mind, he's become a modern day. It's actually funny because he's still playing. TJ McConnell. He's a more modern version of TJ McConnell. You just trust him. You trust he's not a starting point guard. You don't have to he can step in to be a starting point guard. He's not but he plays winning basketball. He really plays winning basketball, and I love that he's on the as he was on the Celtics team and progressed throughout his career. This is what he is now, because I think there's a lot of teams who would have really fumbled that and not seen him for what he is. And I give them kudos really because it's fun. It's fun to watch him when he's on. The Philadelphia 76ers destroyed the Minnesota Timberwolves 135 to 108. They did not have Joel Embiid still. Didn't matter.
Like seeing Andre Drummond more anyways.
Tyrese Maxey, 39, 3 and 8 with 2 steals and 1 block, 5 turnovers, 16 of 28 shooting.
Thank you
4
for
of
trading
7
him to
from
me
3-point range.
in
You're
our
welcome.
fantasy league.
VJ Edgecombe put up a 24-point game. I really like when I see the two of them just going all out. It's a lot of fun.
Also, VJ, I think, was wearing ants today, which I found really funny.
I think he does. Playing against Ant. I understand.
Yeah,
yes,
playing against Ant, wearing ants, and then dominating the Wolves. That Ant should be take them off. You're not allowed to wear them if you're going to do this. If I beat you, fine.
I think that'd be even more weak. You know what I'm saying?
Pre-game. Be listen, you beat me, you could wear them. If you don't beat me, you're not allowed to wear them against me.
Well, that was Kobe, I think, played against DeMar early in his career, and DeMar everybody knows DeMar only wore Kobe's, and he decided to put on some other player's shoe, and Kobe saw DeMar wearing Kobe's, and he was he didn't want to he felt it was weird, and he didn't want to make him angry playing against him in his own shoe, and Kobe was you're not wearing my shoe? Okay, I'll kill you. And he destroyed them. And he's you just never know what you can do, you
just think Ant would be like that, but instead they got blown up by 70 points.
He's not. He's just not. I think that we keep all wanting Ant to have that same Kobe mentality. He just doesn't have it. He really doesn't have it.
How old? Ant's still only 23 though. He's we're all
crazy?
Why is he not a superstar? He's 24 years old.
You want to know what's crazy? They had that thing after their first game back that they played against the Hawks, and Ant said to Jalen Johnson, "I can't wait to come home. You guys got a lot of nice wings out here."
Good line.
They caught it on camera, him saying that to Jalen Johnson, and I was it's going to be a couple of years before he can go back to Atlanta, his home, Atlanta. And then I looked at it and I was oh, he's only 24, and by that time he actually likely will be entering his prime. That's kind of crazy.
I mean,
Anthony Edwards, noticeably a shorter rotation for this Timberwolves team. Anthony Edwards had 8, 9, 3, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 11 of 19 shooting, 3 of 8 from 3-point range. Jaden McDaniels, 19 points. Julius Randle put up an 18-point game in 31 minutes. Ayo Dosunmu has not exactly produced in the way that I thought that he would, but he's doing very well, especially in his minutes that he is next to Ant. But it remains to be that they need more of a bench. They really need more of a bench. Mike Conley played 15 minutes in this game. Try to win him the ring. I know it's a thing that they spoke about last season after they got defeated by the Thunder.
Back.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great bit that they
This
traded him away
yeah.
just to sign him again. It's beautiful.
No, but, like,
And
it's
now,
like you can't do that. It's just that they traded him away again so that they were allowed to. Like, y
right,
normally, you're not allowed to do that. It's just great.
there was no Rudy Gobert. To be fair to this team, I think I think he had to sit out the game because he was serving a suspension, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, from flagrant fouls or technicals or whatever.
Yeah, he got his 17th. I just feel like whenever you get blown out by a team and then campaign plays 11 minutes, you should wonder if you should really change a lot of things up for yourselves. That's all.
Yeah, and one of those things they should change up, speaking about jerseys again, their throwbacks are so much nicer than their modern jerseys. So
And
much
now,
nicer.
now they have A-Rod, who's a young enough person to understand, and Kevin Garnett, who's actually helping with the organization, to know, dude, we want it. We want those jerseys back.
It'd be so
Please,
nice. I was just
please.
imagining, like, in my head, I'm like, wow, imagine if these throwbacks played against the 76ers AI throwbacks. And I'm like, wait, that was just the early to mid 2000s. That's how it was. Why were the jerseys so much better?
The Knicks beat the Bulls. We can run through this quickly. Karl Anthony Towns at 28 and 11. Jalen Brunson 19, 5 and 9, 7 of 19 shooting. Josh
Mhm.
Hart looking good. The Knicks team,
You just
they
can't
had a
trust
lot
Cat.
of
Cat looks good one night, and then you just can't, like, you can't, like, they look amazing when Cat's really good, but his, like, can't trust that.
Josh Giddey is back, which means that Montas Buzelis is playing not as well as he did. They beat this Bulls team that has 7,000 guards. That's kind of it. It wasn't like a big, no big story for me coming out of this game, but this is, I think, their second straight for the Knicks. So let's see where this win streak goes.
Yeah.
I hope that they can pull it together. It's a weird chemistry thing they have a problem with. Next, the Blazers pretty badly beat the Suns. The Suns are pretty banged up, though, is the truth. Donovan Clingan had
Yeah, very bad.
23 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, a
He's that
steal,
big
4
boy.
blocks, 9 of 13, 3 of 6 shooting. But the story of the game for me was the fact that Deni was supposed to play and then went out again. It's not
Mhm.
looking good. Reportedly, I don't know how accurate this is, but there was reportedly a story that went around, I think within the last day and a half, that he was involved in a car accident. There was a car that went through a red light and hit his car, and he didn't sustain any injuries at the time, but now he's like experiencing a lot of back pain supposedly. So I
Targeted
just
hit?
hope that he played a minute and went out. I hope that he gets it seen. It might be that he doesn't play the rest of the season, which would be upsetting. But for the sake of health, you don't want to mess with lower back injuries. It's dangerous.
It's upsetting because he's on your fantasy team.
No, it's upsetting because he's a young blossoming player. I
Yeah.
know people like to argue to the effectiveness of that remark, but I like him a lot. I think that there's a lot of discussion about how he plays, and people don't like how he plays. And my question to that is
Does he help you win?
no, but also why? Like I've watched so many people play such obnoxious basketball. Like for example, Zach Randolph was hard nosed basketball. He was not fun to watch to play basketball. Zach Randolph was annoying to watch to play basketball.
Mm.
Like James Harden back Trae Young, who used to literally
Yeah.
run and then stop so someone would run into them. Not fun. It's not a fun like it wasn't fun to watch. It was very slow. Very, very slow. And I just feel like he's obviously there's an art to getting to the line for sure, and there's a better whistle for him and all that stuff, but still like he's clearly he does it well, and not everyone can. The only two players for the Suns in double digits were Colin Gillespie with 18, 3, and 3 with a steal, and Jalen Green. Colin Gillespie has kind of come back into form. Jalen Green, after hitting that game winner last game on like 4 of 26 shots or whatever it was, had another 13-point game here with 3 steals. So nice, I guess. They really traded the heck out of Kevin Durant, huh?
Some things to say about the Blazers game. Number one,
Okay, please, please,
Jalen
please,
Green,
please.
Green should be an all-star. Number two, who is Jeremy Grant at this point? Like, what are we doing? Number three, I don't know why. I was watching this game and I'm like, Lonzo Ball would look nice in a Suns jersey, and I don't know why I thought that. I don't
I
know why I
also
thought
don't know
that.
why you thought that. Yeah, I also don't.
I feel like his tattoos would go well with the Suns jersey. Suns are a team that has good jerseys.
And you know why else you thought that? He also
Why?
can't stay on the court like everybody else that they play. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jalen Green is going to be a superstar based off of the duel 2 games ago.
Well, okay. To be fair, I gave a lot of flack to Jalen Green in the beginning of the season. To be fair, he's coming off of prolonged hamstring injuries. So I want to give him credit where credit is due in the fact that I'm happy that he's back out there on the court. He looks like he has the same level of athleticism. He's trying to get back into form, and
Yeah, but
he's doing without a lot of other targets on defense. So I don't know. It remains to be seen how good he still is or is in general.
I just also think I just looked it up. Jeremy Grant is only 31 years old. I don't know why I find that shocking. Like, doesn't he seem like a player who's been in the league since like 2002 and like dunked on Yao Ming or something? Like he seems like he's been here for 50 years. He's only 31, and it feels like he hasn't been relevant in so long.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't been relevant in so long because the
But
times
he's
where he was
also
most
like,
relevant was on like contending teams who like needed a guy to play defense. He just stopped playing defense.
but he's also like averaging solid. Like he's always averaging solid numbers. It's just such a. He's just
He's
such
a weird
a.
player. He's a weird
He's
player.
such
He
a
was the one
He's
who
a
took
player.
he took the contract to go to play for the Pistons, if you remember. That was his breakout season a couple seasons ago where he started scoring
Yes,
23
I
points a
remember.
game or something like that.
Yep,
And
yep. I
and
do remember. Listen, get your bag.
he he took the contract to go and play somewhere that was irrelevant at the time. And
But
I
why do you
feel
think they're
like
good now? Because Jeremy Grant went there.
no. I feel
Okay,
like I feel like it's telling of a player when like usually there's like a middle ground you can find where you find a good contract and the team is somewhat competitive. That's all.
James Harden has found the middle ground where he always gets his money and always finds a competitive team, which is pretty crazy that he's managed to do that over and over and over again. Also,
That's fine.
everyone always beards on him that he's chasing the money, chasing the money. Teams have absolutely no loyalty.
Well, that's the thing about this most recent trade was that I think that there's like a lot of people who were like, no, like the Clippers were like, we're gonna try to see if this works, but ultimately, like I think that they showed him that they didn't have much loyalty to him first. And remember, how did his career start? How did his big breakout happen? Was he literally got traded in the middle of the night to the Rockets? Like he's been an asset to be traded for the longest time. I don't blame him for his approach at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, next and last game of the night. The Magic beat the Clippers 111-109. It was very close to being a different outcome, but Benedict Mathurin, who's turned into a young Kawhi here, can I say that of the last few games?
A young Kobe,
I mean, I can say it. It's just wrong, but it's fine. It's a good
a young
headline.
Elgin Baylor, maybe high
A
flying.
young, a young Desmond Bain.
Ooh, maybe a
He
young Bob Petit.
he's coming off the bench for the Clippers, but he's got the ball in his hands every single time.
Because who else do they have that can create their own shot aside from Kawhi? Like he's
Yannick, I'm gonna try this one more time. Yannick Conan Niederhauser had a block right at the end of the
that's
game.
it. That was a name
It's
because
a
that's a
it's an
long
excellent name.
jersey name.
He's also
Yeah.
really I like him a lot, actually. I think he's very underrated. This is his rookie year for this Clippers team, but I like what he's doing out there on the court. He had a really nice block that led to Mathurin almost hitting the three at the end of the game. However,
Hitherto.
this Clippers team has been now in a number of really close games, and I genuinely am very curious to see what they look like when Darius Garland comes back. John Collins went out, I believe, last game with injury.
Well,
I don't think that they're going to be a good team in the standings at the end of the season, but it's just interesting.
I just
It's
think
interesting.
that it's presumptuous of you to assume he's coming back because, like, I don't even know at this point. It doesn't seem like he's really that close to coming back, and it also feels like every time he does come back, another injury just comes up. So I don't
I
know
think
that
it's
we're
the
going to
same
see
thing
that
with the
version this year.
toes. I think it's the same thing with the toes.
Yeah,
And
it's toe.
I hear what
Guys
you're
get
saying, but the
obsessed with
difference is
toes and
difference is that Kawhi Leonard keeps like just kind of I don't know. I don't know what to do with Kawhi. He left the other game, remember? He scored in
Yeah,
this game 37, 8, and 4 with 3 steals and 2 blocks. He's really killing it when he's out there. Like, it's really incredible to see him
but that's
have
always
this
been
season.
it's always been like
But
that. It's when he's out there,
that being
you
said, he
know,
may be suspended at some point soon because of all the stuff with aspiration. And at that point, the reality is that Steve Ballmer will
buy a new team.
want something. No, will want something. Well, he might have been the one who did the whole thing, but he might have been the one who he might want something else for the fans to watch in this Intuit Dome? And the answer is maybe he pushes Darius Garland off the couch to come and
I
play
think
in some of these
I
games.
think
We'll
maybe
see.
he like contacts Blake Griffin, gives him some like reverse serum, and be like, go back out there. He could get Chris Paul, he could get Blake Griffin. DeAndre Jordan had a dunk last night or 2 nights ago, whatever. He listen, Lob City could come back.
Please, please leave those men alone. All of them have been burned by Steve Ballmer somehow. Isn't that crazy?
Was DeAndre Jordan burned by him or like he just left, didn't he? Like it was over and he left. Blake Griffin and Chris Paul, fine. But like DeAndre Jordan kind of just left.
He did, but I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like his two friends have suffered at the hands of Steve Ballmer. On this side of the ball, Desmond Bane is looking nice. He's
Very
had,
nice.
I think, 3 games in a row now where he's like been really solid. 13
Like
19, 13 of
better
19
offensive
shooting.
option than Paolo. Like I'd rather have him with the ball as a number 1 option than Paolo.
It's
Which
upsetting.
it is upsetting, but also like seems to work better.
Yeah, but it's really upsetting to watch because I believe in Paolo,
I
and
also
I
do.
just think that he keeps doing real. Like I watched both of these games now. The last 2 games I watched in depth because I'm trying to figure out like what's going on with him. If I really believe in the opinion that he's really having a rough. He just takes these shots that you're like, what are you doing? Use your physicality.
Yeah, you're stronger
Actually
than
use your physicality.
everyone. Drive in, push off someone.
But he makes it so difficult for himself because he doesn't keep his head up to look for passes. He just feels like I'm in a slump if I just keep like I said I think yesterday in the offseason he should go work with Melo, but then also work next to somebody else who passes the ball because he needs to be able to
LeBron
use
James.
his momentum. Yeah, I think he has trained with LeBron in the past. He needs to be able to use his momentum because he has that skill and he has a lot of skill around the rim. But they just keep putting 3 guys on him inside and he can't score.
Listen,
Make it easier on yourself.
I still believe in him, and obviously long term, if you were like Bane or Paolo, like obviously I'm taking Paolo, but right now, the rest of the season, like I think I'd rather have Bane on my team and have him running it, like have the offense run through him.
Well, what doesn't help is the fact also that Franz is not coming back anytime soon. And when Franz is out there, usually it allows Paolo to be like, okay, I'm going to now defer to Franz and then kind of find my offense in the flow of the offense, which usually helps him. Like you've seen it actually, which is kind of crazy because everyone's like, can they coexist kind of thing with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown type of scenario. But something's got to change. They've also stopped going to Anthony Black, who's been really good for them. So I don't understand what's going on there either, but they've been winning. So realistically
Mm,
speaking,
it's working.
there's not much to complain about.
It's 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 the Jonathan Isaac effect. I still believe DPOY next year incoming. All-star. He can be an all-star. He just needs to put it all together.
Wise words from Dove, and I really appreciate them. Thank you,
Also,
everybody, for
also
watching.
Javon Carter's so bald.
Yeah, and he also keeps taking so many shots. Just
Yeah, I don't
stop
know why he's
making it
taking
more
so many
complex
shots,
on offense.
but he's so bald. He's like the most. Is he the most bald guy in the NBA today? Like who? Like because he also has a beard.
I'll tell you what. I
The
think that you can
beard
really
makes him
actually
more
put it all
bald.
time. I think you can put it all time. If I'm being honest with myself, there's top 3.
Michael
Okay,
Jordan number
top
1.
3 all time. No,
No,
not in terms of good. Just the most bald. Okay,
Sam Cassell.
NBA all time
I have a bunch.
most
I have a bunch.
bald players. For me, it's
Okay,
3.
okay, yeah.
Number 1, Javon Carter. He's so, like
Okay,
you said, he's so bald.
so bald.
Carlos Boozer, really
Okay,
bald.
okay.
Vince Carter is my 3rd.
Yeah, Vince
Very
Carter's a good
bald.
bald option. Can I give some names? Can I throw some names?
Yeah, please.
Sam Cassell, so bald.
Pretty bald, yeah. Chauncey also. Anything
Chauncey,
about that?
I can't talk. Listen, this is a deep dive. Popeye Jones, ugly and bald.
That's not nice. You can't do that. That's not what we're talking about here.
Hey, listen, it might not be nice, but go look at a picture of him. I'm sure he looks in the mirror. He's like, I'm not the best looking guy, but my son's in the NHL right now. I made millions in the NBA. I don't think he minds.
That was all your suggestions? Was it?
I could give
I thought
another
you
one.
I thought you queued up 5 more names. You were like, here's
Well,
2, and one of them is Popeye Jones. That was your daily basketball recap. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I want to thank Dove for joining me on this occasion. Thank you very much for being here. And we'll see you tomorrow. And I hope all of you have a great day. Dove, any parting thoughts for these lovely people?
subscribe, like, comment, share, LinkedIn, add me on LinkedIn. I need